So good morning, everybody. Let's come to seated towards the front of our chair. Close the eyes. Focus in on the breath. Just allow the breath to move evenly. And see what the movement, see what the pattern of your breath tells you about your state of mind today. Is the breath moving evenly, smoothly, or a bit rough and choppy? Is focusing in on the breath helping you to focus the mind? Now let's begin to even the flow of the breath between our inhale and our exhale breath. And for those of you that like to practice Ujjayi breath, you can gently constrict the back of the throat to just make the breath move with a soft whispering sound as you inhale and exhale. Now even out the flow of the breath between our inhale and our exhale breath. And notice if the belly is moving in and out. Try and squeeze the belly out by moving the diaphragm down as you inhale. And draw the belly back and up and in as you exhale. Now extend our exhale breath so it's longer than our inhale, maybe up to 50% or even double the length of the inhale breath. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause, inhale, pause, exhale, pause, inhale, pause, exhale, pause, inhale. Now find your own rhythm of breath for 3 complete cycles of the breath. Let's begin our practice today by taking our therapy ball or tennis ball, whatever you're using, placing it underneath the right foot, and press the mound of the big toe of the right foot into the ball. So bring as much pressure as you can, and then roll the ball over to the little toe side of the foot and come back. If you want to come up to standing to do some of this work, that's always a good, it's possible too. And then come back to center. And now continue with that ball underneath the ball of the mound of the big toe, and roll back to the heel, come back to the toe, go to the first little toe and trace forward and back. Middle toe, trace forward and back. Fourth, forward and back. And the baby toe, forward and back. And now just gently roll the ball around to explore the parts of the foot, finding any spots that are a bit, that may feel a bit tight, may feel a bit knotted, and stop and let the leg or let the foot gently wrap itself around the ball as you press into that point where you need a little extra pressure. Continue to roll around the base of the foot. And now let's bring the ball, pick the ball up off the floor and bring it onto the inner calf. And gently massage those muscles. Well, actually not so gently. You can be fairly aggressive here. Massage the calf muscle with the ball. You can work in the direction, across the muscle, or if you're, and again, stop in any spot that needs a little extra pressure. You can lever the opposite leg to press in. Now let's come just into this area. The front quadrant of the leg. Just work up and down. And maybe try lifting and lowering the toes as you move, as you gently massage that inner edge of the shin. Let's move now to the outer part of the shin. And then come on to the outer part of the calf. Now, let's come up onto the quads. Beginning to work them out. Okay. Remember, you have the option to work in the direction of the muscle, across the muscle. And now let's go along this outer edge, the IT band. And now turn yourself so that the thigh angles across your chair and bring the ball in behind the leg. Maybe try a couple of different positions here. And now just lift the foot off away from the floor and rotate that. Rotate using the hip, sort of pulling down on the outside of the hip. Rotate the heel towards the center line of the body. Let's bring that ball now underneath. Just bring the ball just directly in front of the sit bone and lean away from the ball and then lean into the ball. Lean away and lean in, lean away and lean in, lean away and lean in. Now just lift yourself off the ball and take the ball directly beside the sit bone. So yeah, the sit bone is here, the ball is sitting directly beside the sit bone. And let's lean the body weight into the ball. Come back and lean in. Come back to center. And now move that ball slightly back so it's just about at a 45-degree angle out to the side behind the sit bone. And once again, let's lean in there. Release off and then lean in again. And come off. And if you have two balls, now just place one ball underneath each sit bone and perch yourself on top of the two balls. Let yourself roll forward off the balls so the balls are now just behind the sit bones. You might even lean back to put a little more pressure into that area. Let's come forward and remove both of them. You can set one aside again now. And just come to our seated mountain pose and compare the left and right sides. The side that you've worked and the side that you haven't worked. And just notice if there's any difference between the way the sides feel after we've done this work with the therapy ball. Let's now bring the ball underneath the toe mound of the left. and work back and forth, working across the bases of the toes. Work from big toe to heel and trace the same line back to the big toe. Go one toe over, trace forward and back. Trace forward and back. Forward and back. And forward and back. Work around the base of the foot. Stopping in any spot that feels a bit tight, a bit nasty. And now let's pick up the ball and work on the inner calf of the second leg. Okay. Let's go the inner shin. And maybe move the toes a little bit as you're working up and down the shin. Let's go to the outer shin. And come back onto the outer calf. Come up onto the quads. Maybe down the IT band. And let's angle the leg across. Support the ball or the leg on the ball. Work across. All right, some different locations. And now just bring the ball in front of the sit bone. Lean in and release. Lean in and release. Lean in and release. Move it towards the side. Lean in. Release. Lean in and release. And lean in and release. And now a 45-degree angle just back. So lean into the glute. Release. 2. And 3. Set the ball aside now. And let's come back. Come to seated mountain towards the front of our chair. Coming to seated mountain. Stack the spine. And take a look down at the feet, and whether you're standing or sitting, attempt to make the feet shorter. So attempt to draw the feet, draw the bases of the toes towards the heel, and you'll feel the arch lifting as you do that. So drawing it in, lifting the arch, making the foot shorter, and then see if you can make the foot a bit narrower as well. So supporting that transverse arch of the foot. And let the feet go. Heels below the knees. Arms, let's take the arms to the side. Just begin by lifting the heel, left, and now let's lift both heels and both arms simultaneously. Lift up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So come back to your seated mountain. Now, just moving the arms, let's take the arms overhead. The hands meet at heart center, or meet and draw the hands back to heart center for 1, 2, and 3. This time we're going to go up, but as we're going to fold forward, and we're going to bring the hands onto the thighs, draw the elbows in close to the body, lean forward, lengthen the spine, and then use the triceps, press into the thighs, use the triceps to lift the upper body away from the legs. Inhale, exhale, draw the belly in, lift the belly up towards the base of the ribs, and fold forward. Press into the thighs to lift for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Walk the legs out. This time, try and take them out as wide as you can. Knees above the heels. And now, using the muscles sort of in the back of the hips, I want you to open the knees out to the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Let's do another set of those. See if you can perhaps go a bit wider. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Let's inhale the arms up to cactus position here. Inhale, extend the arms out to the side, and let's begin by twisting to the right side for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now we're going to twist and go to the inside of the leg for 1, up, and twist back. 2, inside of the leg, 2, up, and twist back. 3, down, 3, up, 4, down, 4, up, 5, down, 5, up, 6, down, 6, up. Going now the opposite way, twisting left, dropping right, come up, and twist back. Twist right, left, drop right, come up, and twist back. Twist left for 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6, and come back to center. How's that? Walk the legs back into center. Let's inhale the hands, interlace the fingers behind the head, and don't pull on the head. Just use the hands to support the head here. Inhale, exhale. Take the left elbow to the right knee. Inhale, come up, twist, left elbow, left knee. Twist, right elbow, right knee, or left elbow, right knee. Right to left, left to right, right to left, left to right. Last time, left, right to left. Come back to center. Hold the knee, or just continue with the hands behind the head. And let's begin. Let's lift we'll just lift the right knee and hold. Lower and lift the left knee and hold. Release the left foot to the floor. Raise the right knee and take the left elbow any amount towards the right knee. Inhale, come back to center and go in the opposite direction. Let's inhale, come back to center, release the hands, and fold forward over the legs. Breathe here. Let's inhale, come all the way up. Our hands meet overhead and draw the hands back to heart center. Let's release the arms down to the side. Inhale here. And let's exhale, take the right fingers to the floor and reach the left arm across. Inhale, come through center, left fingers to the floor and reach the right arm across. Reverse that. For 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, and 6. And come back to center. We're going to let's turn sideways on our chair and support the chair side thigh on the chair and stretch. Or first of all, let's take the leg directly down below the hip, or the knee below the hip. Roll that hip forward, level the pelvis. Let's lift the outside arm, lift the inside arm, and maybe we can come into a gentle back bend here. Let's lower the hands now and stretch that outside leg back behind us. Try and work that leg, outside leg, towards straight as we press the hip down and draw the tailbone down towards the floor and lift our outside arm, lift the inside arm. Coming into a supported runner's lunge. Allow that heel to pivot towards the floor and bring the elbow to rest on the opposite knee. Stretch the arm up towards the sky. Reach it forward for a supported side angle, extended side angle. Inhale, come back up to warrior 2. Drop the back hand for reverse warrior. And release. And let's draw that back leg in and switch sides. Now supporting the opposite leg. The opposite thigh on the chair. Bring the knee under. Try and level the hips. Roll that outside hip forward. Lift the outside arm. Lift the pubic bone towards the navel. Firm up the core. And I know we didn't do this on the other side, but it's one of the moves I wanted to do. Arc back, arc over the chair. Come back to center. Now try stretching that leg back out, working it towards straight. Lift one arm. Lift both arms, or not. Let the back heel drop. Come into extended side angle. Lift and work towards warrior 2. Drop the back hand, reverse warrior. Release, bring the legs in, and come back to seated. Just allow those legs, allow the knees to sway gently from side to side. And now let's come up to standing. So for today's standing work, let's face towards the back of our chair. And we'll begin our standing work in standing mountain pose. So we're going to the feet and think about that work we did earlier about shortening the feet and narrowing the feet. For the foundation, hug the legs in towards center and feel the energy moving down into the resistance of the floor, but rebounding up through the body, right up to the top of the head. Breathe here. And let's inhale the arms overhead and exhale the hands back to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale up once more. And exhale. And just bring the hands to the back of the chair. And walk the feet away from the chair and come into our chair supported down dog. Firm up the belly. And now bend that back leg, or bend either leg, and then raise that leg straight out to the side for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower the leg, take the opposite leg out, bend the knee, and go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And release that up, release that leg onto the floor. Stretch out the body, lengthen the head away from the hips, and stretch nice and long. Turn the right toes out towards the side and step the left foot in towards the chair. Bend the left knee bend the right knee in towards the chair. Oh, left knee, sorry. And let's come into our warrior 1 pose here. Release the hands onto the chair. Lift the back heel. Step both legs back to meet. And now turn the left toes out. Step the right knee in, or the opposite leg. Do that work of shortening and narrowing the foot. Raise the arms. And release the hands, lift the back heel, and step both feet back to meet. Now, turn the right foot so it's parallel with the back of the mat. Step the left foot in. Open the body towards the side. Stretch both arms out towards the side. Let the hips tilt back and bring that elbow to the back of the chair maybe. Hand to the seat. Or inside. Inhale, come up. Come back up. Stretch the arms out again. Bend, and we'll do warrior two standing. Straighten that leg. Turn both feet parallel. Heel toe the feet in. And either turn around or I'm going to move the chair just so I'm not facing back towards you. Step. Now this time the other foot in towards the chair. Straighten the chair side leg and come in to a chair version of triangle, either supported on the back of the chair, the seat, or inside. Look down, bend the knee, come up, and come into warrior two. Breathe here. Straighten the leg, turn the feet parallel, heel toe the feet back into center. Now let's come standing beside our chair. Again, make that firm foundation in the chair side foot. Let's lift that knee up and just move that leg in and out. So try and stabilize the hip and use the muscles at the back of the pelvis to take the leg in and out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Bring that foot to the ankle, calf, or thigh. Then open it out for tree. Bring the hands to heart center. Open the arms up. Draw the hands back. And then just allow that leg to move forward and back. And let's now switch the chair to the other side or turn around. Planting the chair side foot, lift. And again, using those muscles at the back of the pelvis to open that leg out for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Come back to the floor. Ankle, calf, or thigh. Open the branches of our tree. Pull the branches back in. Swing that leg. And just before we come down to seat, let's come into downward dog. Supported on our chair one more time. Bend the knees, stretch everything out, stretch the hips back, press the hands in, make the spine long. Let's walk the feet in towards the chair, and we're going to come back to seated. Sitting towards the front of the chair. Let's just let the legs sway gently from side to side. Let's find our strap. You might want to bring your blocks around, have them available as well. Let's stretch the right leg out in front of us. Draw the left foot back in towards the chair and let's take the strap around toe bases and draw the toe. Draw the toes back towards stretching out the calf. Lengthen the spine and think about folding over the legs. Getting a stretch all the way down the back line of the body. Inhale, come up. Switch legs. And now, coming around the toe bases on the foot. Draw them back, stretch. And lean. Stretch, or take the upper body nice and long over that extended leg. You might also just take the hands up here as well. Let's inhale, come up. Now extend both legs out. Again, have your blocks ready. You can either support yourself with the back of the chair or bring the hands onto the blocks. Folding the upper body over both legs drawing the belly back towards the spine, lifting it up towards the lowest ribs. As we fold forward. Let's inhale, come up. Move the legs into a V. Bring the blocks into the center of the V. And fold into the V on the blocks at any height or the hands on the floor. Inhale, come up. Interlace the fingers and draw the right leg in towards the right shoulder. Flex and point the toes. Release the right ankle onto the left thigh. Support the right knee with the right hand. Lengthen the body and fold forward over the leg. Flex the toes in towards the body. Let's inhale, come up. Release the right foot onto the floor. Draw the left knee in towards the left shoulder. Flex and point the toes. One way, and then the other way. Release the ankle. Support the knee. Lengthen the spine, fold over the knee. Let's come up. Release the foot onto the floor. Let the knees sway from side to side. And take a drink. Do anything else that you need to do to prepare yourself for final relaxation. Let's slide ourselves back in the chair. And just take a few moments here. As I said, finding what you need to stay comfortable during final relaxation. Getting yourself calm. Let the chair or the floor support you. Breathing. And now let go of any control of the breath. Let the breath find its own natural rhythm. You don't need to direct it. You don't need to make any effort to take it in a particular direction. Now let's begin to relax the body, beginning the toes and the feet. The feet to completely relax. Breathe. The toes and the feet are completely relaxed. Relaxation now by focusing our attention on the calves, the shins, the knees, the kneecaps. Nice. Allow the calves, the shins, the kneecaps, and the thighs to completely relax. Breathe. The calves, the shins, the knees, the kneecaps, and the thighs are completely relaxed. Now bringing our attention to the hips, to the glutes, that piriformis muscle, that deep muscle that did some work on today, the lower belly and the pelvic floor. Allow this area, allow the hips, the glutes, the pelvis, the lower belly and the pelvic floor to completely relax. Breathe. The hips, the glutes, the pelvis, the lower belly and the pelvic floor are completely relaxed. Coming now to the back, to the ribs, to the spine, to the lumbar spine, the thoracic spine. Allow the back, the ribs, spine, the lumbar spine, and the thoracic spine to completely relax. Breathe. The back, the ribs, spine, the lumbar spine, and the thoracic spine are completely relaxed. Bringing our attention to the shoulders, to the arms, to the elbows, to the wrists, the hands, the palms, the thumbs, and the fingers. Allow the arms, the elbows, the wrists, the hands, the palms, the thumbs, and the fingers to completely relax. Breathe. The arms, the elbows, the wrists, the hands, the palms of the hands, the thumbs, and the fingers are completely relaxed. We come now to the shoulders, to the collarbones, and the neck. Allow the shoulders, the collarbones, and the neck to completely relax. Breathe. The shoulders, the collarbone, and the neck are completely relaxed. We come now to the head, to the face, forehead, to the eyebrows, the space between the eyebrows, the nose, the cheeks, the jaw, the mouth, and the tongue. Allow the head, the forehead, the eyebrows, the space between the eyebrows, the nose, the cheeks, the jaw, the lips, and the tongue to completely relax. Breathe. The head, the forehead, the eyebrows, the space between the eyebrows, lips, and the tongue are completely relaxed. We come now to the chin, the throat, the chest, the heart, the internal organs, and the belly. Allow the chin, the chest, the heart, the internal organs, and the belly to completely relax. Breathe. The chin, the throat, the chest, the ribs, the heart, the internal organs, and the belly are completely relaxed. We now let our mind's eye encompass the whole body. Join all the relaxation to allow the whole body to completely relax. Breathe. The whole body is completely relaxed. Now, begin to deepen the breath. Nod the head forward and back. Move it side to side. Wiggle the fingers. Circle the wrists. Wiggle the toes. Circle the ankles. Circle the feet. Slide ourselves back towards the front of the chair. Come to seated mountain pose. Stack the spine, bring the hands together at heart center. And thank yourself for making time for this practice today. Thank each other for sharing your practice. And thank you so much for the honor of being able to guide you through your practice this morning. Namaste.